Hey everyone, welcome back to MTechZudo, your go-to hub for all things tech. In the last few episodes, we talked about all 7 layers of the OSI model, from the physical wires to the app we use every day. But now, let's bring everything together and see how data actually travels through all these layers step by step when you send something like a simple message. So, ready? Let's dive in. Imagine you are sitting at your laptop and sending a message that says hello to your friend across the world. Sounds simple, right? But behind that one word, there's a huge process happening. Your data passes through all 7 layers of the OSI model before reaching your friend's device. Let's follow that journey. First, application to presentation layer. The journey starts at the application layer, that's layer 7. This is where your chat apps, browser or email software creates the data, your hello message. Then comes to presentation layer. Here your data might get formatted or encrypted, like when you use HTTPS and it applies SSL or TLS encryption to keep your message private. Next in the session layer. This layer sets up and maintains a session between you and your friend's device. Basically, it makes sure the communication link stays open and stable while you are chatting. Now, transport layer. Now your message moves down to the transport layer. This layer breaks your data into smaller pieces called segments. It also assigns port numbers like port 443 for secure web traffic or port 25 for email. It uses TCP for reliable delivery or UDP for faster but less strict communication, depending on the apps. So this layer makes sure that your hello message doesn't get lost and reaches in the right order. Now network layer. Next up, we have got the network layer. This is where your message finally gets an IP address, like adding a to and from address on a letter. Routers use this info to decide the best route for your data to travel across the internet, hopping from one network to another until it reaches your friend's system. Now, physical layer. Now it's time for the lower layers to sign. At the data link layer, your data is wrapped into frames and get the MAC address of your computer and the next device, usually your Wi-Fi router. Then the physical layer converts all that digital info into electrical signals, light pulses or radio waves, depending on whether you are using a cable or Wi-Fi. Your message is officially on its way. Now, the receiver side. Decapsulation. Once the data reaches your friend's device, everything happens in reverse. A process called decapsulation. The physical layer converts signals back to bits The data link layer checks for errors. The network layer verifies the IP address. The transport layer reassembles the segments. And finally, the session, presentation and application layers make the data readable again. Now your friend sees that hello message pop up instantly. Encapsulation versus decapsulation. Think of this like sending and receiving mail. When you send a parcel, each step adds a new layer. The letter, the envelope, the stamp, the truck, that's encapsulation. When the parcel arrives, each layer is removed. It's decapsulation. Same idea, just with data instead of packages. Real world analogies. Let's break that email message example down even more. Application layer, you write the letter. Presentation layer, you format it neatly. Session layer, you start the conversation. Transport layer, you label and pack it. Network layer, the post office routes it. Data link layer, the local delivery truck takes it. Physical layer, it travels through roads and bridges. Understanding how data moves through these layers is super important. It helps you troubleshoot network issues, understand packet captures in Wireshark, and prepare for certifications like CCNA or network. Plus, it makes you appreciate how smartly our networks work every simple second. So, to sum it all up, when you send data, it goes down the OSI layers, encapsulation. When it received, it goes back up, decapsulation. Each layer adds or removes specific information, making communication smooth, reliable, and secure. And that's how data flows through the OSI model from your device to your friends and back. If this helped you understand networking a little better, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to MTechZudo and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. This is MTechZudo, where tech meets clarity. Now, bonus tips. Before you go, follow MTechZudo on YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn for more easy tech learning. See you in the next episode where we will compare the OSI model versus TCP/IP model. Thank you.